So Moto Shippers is coming up the road. We can see them right here. They're coming to pick up these bikes. Different guy every time. We've had 3 pickups. We've had 3 pickups from Moto Shippers. We've seen 3 different vehicles and 3 different drivers. So it's legit though. Last time it was a semi. That was on what was it? New Year's. Yeah, New Year's Eve I think it was. Gary just showed up. Gary is from Moto Shippers, and we're just gonna check this out. So Gary, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You're doing well. You're here to pick up these two beautiful bikes?
They are very beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. How's your day going?
It's good. It's been a good drive. Yeah.
That's how long you been? You said you're one of the newer guys with Moto Shippers?
Yeah, I started back in March.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, right when COVID was happening.
Yeah.
So just in time to don the face mask.
That's it. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, that's good. So Moto Shippers has been the best thing that I have found thus far. They've been fantastic to ship bikes. This is the 3rd time you guys have come and picked up a bike for me, and now multiple bikes this time, and I'm just pretty excited. So yeah, we'll just I'll let you do your thing and we'll get going.
All right.
So this is what I'm talking about. Inside here, they've got multiple machines already inside the trailer, and they have, you know, ways to tie these things down. It's totally secure. And then the other thing that I love, and I've said this on other videos, is just that they will come to your house. So this is where we live. It's super convenient. It's point-to-point delivery, which is really nice for me, because other times that I've done this, you end up going to some warehouse somewhere and you're giving it to people who don't know how to handle dirt bikes or motorcycles, whatever it is. And that's just really, really stressful. So motoshippers.com, the rates are really competitive from what I have seen. And you do get what you pay for in this industry, and shipping machines across the country is not cheap. So don't expect that this is going to happen super cheap, but they will do this at a competitive rate for you. From what I've seen, it's been extremely competitive with the other machines that we've had to ship around. So where have you been recently?
All over Washington, stopped into Idaho, and now down here, and then I'll be taking off from here tomorrow to go up into Montana for a couple of spots.
Wow. So then Montana, and then because the ones we've got going are going to Oklahoma and Texas. Right. So how do you find out what your routes are? How are you working 7 days a week? I mean, it just seems like it's crazy.
This trip's about a 2-week trip.
Oh, okay, yeah, so 2 weeks.
Yeah, usually I'm running up and down the West Coast. I'll do California, Oregon, Washington, some Nevada, and but this is my first big trip.
Oh, cool.
So, but yeah, you just get it in your portal and you start mapping it out and figuring out where you're gonna go.
Oh, so you end up figuring, you find out, well, I gotta go here and I gotta go here, and then you just figure out the routes that you need to go?
Yeah, there's an app on your phone. You can punch in all the addresses, optimize it, and it'll give you the best route.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. Seems like a good job. And again, you're the 3rd guy that I've met with the company. 3rd different rig that's come here. It seems like Moto Shippers is growing, especially if he's hiring new guys, right?
Yep, we are, and we just have another new guy coming on this week. It sounded like. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Approximately, like, what would you say the average time is from the time that you come to somebody's house to being able to having the whole process done? How long does that usually take?
Oh, less than 30 minutes usually, unless there's multiple bikes. But with these here, and now with the interviews and stuff, yeah, this will be a little bit longer. But usually it's about a 15 to 30 minute deal.
That's cool. Thank you. So we were just talking with Gary again to highlight what I was talking about with moto. Gary has been a motorcycle mechanic for what, 15 years?
15 years, yes.
15 years. So not only are you getting people who know what they're doing, Gary has forgotten more about dirt bikes than I've ever known, probably. So it's just another thing where you're like, okay, I'm more comfortable shipping my bike with a company who cares and knows what they're doing. That's one of the big things for me. So thank you so much, Gary.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you for using us again. We look forward to doing more business with you.
Well, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to see these 2 bikes go. That bike right there, that Yamaha 2020 250FX, literally is, if it's not my favorite 4-stroke of all time, it's my 2nd favorite 4-stroke of all time. It would be between that and the Beta 390. And then also that Beta 300RR. you know, it wasn't my favorite bike, but I ended up putting so much energy into that bike and trying to get it to where I liked it, especially with that front fork. It seems like the bikes that you work on more, you have a little bit more of a connection to them. So if you spend more time on them, it's a little bit harder to see them go. So these two bikes, it's kind of hard to see them go. And then that 2019 KTM 300 XCW that's in my shop, it's going to be the hardest one to see go that I've done maybe ever, just because I've poured a lot of work into that bike and a lot of time into that bike. We tried to murder it and we weren't able to, and she just kept coming back. So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. As you can see, the process is super simple here. It takes less than 30 minutes, generally speaking, from the time that they show up till the time that they come, or the time until the bikes are gone. I've shipped with these guys multiple times, had a really good experience every time. You can check them out, motoshippers.com. You can get a quote straight from there, really, really easy. Have some patience. I know they're super busy right now with everything that's going on. I was just talking to Gary here, and their business has actually picked up because of COVID, because you've got motorcycle dealers all across the country that are trying to ship bikes around. Maybe they're street bikes, maybe they're, you know, maybe they're dirt bikes, and they're really, really busy picking up bikes at auctions and then moving them from dealership to dealership. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and so have some patience, but give these guys a look, because they've never let me down. So I think that's all I've got for you guys. I think it's time for me and Karen to go eat some dinner. So let's take care and leave a single track. Thanks.